Just go now. There we go. Sure, I have to work It's not.
I want to welcome everyone this morning to Friendship. I know the Lord brought you here to worship Him this morning. And any visitors we have, we are so especially glad to have you in our presence, and we hope that you will feel welcome and at home here. Are there any announcements? Yes. Okay. While y'all are coming, Charles gave me one, the revival that's printed in your bulletin. You can read those announcements, but the times are not listed for the revival. Tonight in Brenton will be at 6 o'clock. Then on the 10th, it's the Iron City Methodist Church will be 7 o'clock. And in Jenkins, on the 11th, will be 7 o'clock.
Promotion Sunday is next Sunday, and we will be downstairs in the fellowship hall, so please bring the children. And then also we welcome any adults, because we'll actually announce and honor all the Sunday school classes that we have. So meet us downstairs. And Operation Christmas Child will be starting up soon, so just listen out for it.
8 o'clock, she's walking up with our senior adult. Have our luncheon tomorrow. That's going to be with us. We're going to.
And in the church, the senior adult luncheon downstairs in the church tomorrow. At what time?
12 noon.
12 noon.
I was told to be sweet, so I will try to be sweet. And not. But here I am again. Our little forms that we're supposed to sign that takes 1 second of your time to do for me, please. And it's not just for me, the preacher. The bishop has asked us to do it. So that's why I'm asking you to do it. And I take my time to come after. I know I've been out of town a lot of times, but I try to come the next Monday or so and pick them up. And I take them home and I take a little while to fill them out, put down who's there, and take them to the preacher. So I don't mind doing that. And I asked the preacher, I said, "Are you going to fire me?" And he said, "No, nobody else will do it." So if y'all would please do it for me. Okay, now I have to be sweet about this too. Okay. We appreciate the beautiful new refrigerator. Okay. We still haven't promised with our son. So if you don't mind, when we have a luncheon downstairs, if you can possibly bring your dish in a throw-away container. If not, we're not going to wash them in the sink because we cannot put any more water in the sink with food on it. So we will just wipe them out with a paper towel, and if it's a throwaway, we throw it away. And I have seen before Beverly Carr out there washing some stuff with the hose. So I don't want to see her doing that again. Because it's not right. So if you can please respect our church, don't put any food, don't washing anything down our sink until we possibly get some money to have it fixed. Don't what? Don't what? Don't put anything in these
I get to follow that. Thanks, Beth.
You're welcome.
There's not a youth meeting, even though it says it in the bulletin under the calendar. There's not a youth meeting today. There is a pancake summer house on Wednesday. We're inviting all those to come and join us for pancake and sausage. Linda and Mark are in charge of that. So if you want to ask them any questions, they can tell you more. From 6 to 8, is that correct? We decided $6. And you can get us a go plate if you need to. I also have been asked to announce that there's a thanks for Rachel Holloman teaching the college class this summer. So thank you for that. And all the college students are very appreciative that they had a chance to go somewhere this summer.
Under praises, I have two. I want to praise the fact that Pam brought DJ Funk to us this weekend for the women. I'm sorry that so many of you missed that day and missed her. DJ reminded us that God is love and we are love. She also told us that we need other women in our lives. And that is just one reason why you might want to join a circle or form one of your own, so that we can fellowship together on a regular basis. In the same way, we can be a part of a Sunday school class too. And I also want to praise God this morning. Erin Nicole had a wonderful experience in Germany this summer, and I'm so thankful she's here safely. enjoy her work.
Praise the Lord, voice is just as good as ever. That's a good thing for the choir, but for me, I'm not sure.
In response to the final fact, I really want to thank the partners because not only do they offer us their building, and Mr. Cook's quite a few times, and when Mr. Ernest took Artist Cook, and that was great. But they also purchased all the material and supplies and stuff for the college students to be able to take these books back home with them. So, I do appreciate all their help.
And the rest of the month of August, we are going to have cat leave days. So we're going to be a little more relaxed. You know what I mean? Just relax a little bit and just kind of dress like Wayne. Come.
Let's get this party started. Let's stand together and sing Father, I Adore You for our call Remain standing and turn around and hug somebody and tell them glad that is.
the Apostles' Creed, which you'll find in the bulletin on the screen or in the hymnal 881. Let's go together now in this historic confession of our Christian faith. I believe in God the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit, born of the Virgin Mary, suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, dead, and buried. The third day he arose from the dead. He ascended into heaven and sitteth at the right hand of God the Father Almighty. From thence he shall come to judge the quick and the dead. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and the life everlasting. Amen.
One more quick announcement as you are seated. At 2 p.m. today, we will be going to the nursing home. If you'd like to join us to sing some songs and start speaking the devotion, it's just a nice time and come on.
And children, to come forward for your time. And
Well, I think at this point, we have all started back to school, haven't we? Has everybody started back to school? Anybody still on summer vacation? You started back this week, you guys started back this week, you started a couple weeks ago, didn't you? Yeah, some of y'all are already in a good routine. Well, I brought something to look back. We don't have a book bag to go back to school, don't we? Don't we have to have a book bag to go back to school? All right, let's see what else is in here. What else does she have to be ready for school? Let's see. Don't tell her to go for a book bag. Yep, we got a lunchbox. We have a book. We have our take-home folders. That's where our homework comes home in, and our graded paper. We have hand sanitizer. You think we're ready for school? No, what else do we need? No, I think she's got all she needs at least to get started. Well, when she starts the school, who do you think wants to do a really, really good job? The teacher, that's right. You know what? Y'all's performance is dependent on my pay now, okay? So I really need you guys to do a good job at school. Who else? Mom and Dad. That is right. We do not want a card home saying that you had a bad day at school. Meaning, God wants you to do that. You're absolutely right. You know there's a Bible, there's a couple of Bible verses in the Bible that tell us that God wants you to do a good job at school. I'm going to read those to you now. Are you ready? The first one comes from Proverbs. It says, let the wise listen and add to their learning. That tells us that God wants us to learn every day. Then in Colossians chapter 3, verse 23, it says, whatever you work at, do it with all your heart, as if you were working for the Lord. So when you're at school, I want you to do a good job. Show your teacher that you know what they taught you. I want you to do a good job so you can make mom and dad proud. But most of all, I want you to do a good job because that's what God wants you to do. He wants you to work hard at everything that you do and give it 100%. So when you guys are getting back into your school routine, I know it's hard, but I want you to give it 100% every day, okay? Will you pray with me? Dear God, thank you for Jesus. And thank you, God, for a new school year. And help us, Lord, to do our best every day. In Jesus' name, amen.
printed in your bulletin. You may remain seated as we sing one last These are the names of those who need your prayers this week. Savannah Bowen, Eleanor Houston, Brenda Johnson and family, Charles Yates, Sally Kerr, David and Cheryl Hyde, the Reverend Joe Lovelady, Eleanor Houston, Jean Boyd, Bert Kelly, Farrell Houston, Farrell Keys, Brandon Harvey, new college students, and unspoken, our nation, Jack Burke, Alicia Sheffield, Israel, law enforcement officer, storm victim, our nation, John Hare family, Andy Johnson, Dave Payne, the city of Donaldsonville, Connie Mills, Rhoda Simpson, Lynette Helms, Carol Coleman, Eddie Thornton, the United States, Israel, Dale Stumble, Carla Stewart, Renee Harris, Lenny Hawkins, Sheila Smith, Paul Kirkland, Ricky Ward, Emily Cunningham, Jean Norton, Marie Drake, the unspoken, Mildred Drake, Dakota Massey, Rhoda Simpson, Darrell Keaton, Marsha Wells, Luke Williams, Dakota Massey, Dorothy Williams, Michael John Rogerson, Cindy Bowen, Rhoda Simpson, Butch Hornsby, Darrell Keaton, Marsha Wells, Linda Baker.
I just thought Joanne and Rachel Williams,
Joanne and Rachel Williams, name I pray.
so much hurt in the world. We stop and think for just a moment, we can think of probably one more person, 2 more people, 10 more people who are hurting, who are broken. Broken, Lord, perhaps by what they've done to themselves. Broken, Lord, by what the world has done to them. Their bodies are breaking down. Their spirits, Lord, are failing. They need a word of hope. They need healing. And you call us, Lord, to be like Jesus. To touch people's lives. To make a difference. To offer hope and to offer healing. So, Lord, today, as you give us an opportunity yet again to worship you, may we worship you and seek, Lord, the ability to serve you and offer that hope and that healing. Lord, we thank you for the opportunity you're going to give us maybe later today or tomorrow or sometime this week when we can share your word with someone. That word of hope, that word of healing, the good news of Jesus. Lord, let us be bearers of good news, bringing it wherever we go. Lord, let the world know that when we enter the room with them, that we are bringing the Spirit of God. May we meet your Spirit already there, alive and well, offering hope and healing all across our world. For that we give you thanks. It is in the precious name of Jesus that we pray, as he taught us to pray, saying, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever.
We thank you for your steadfast love and mercy on us. Father, we believe that every word in the Bible was breathed out by you. Believe your promise, and we are obedient to your word. And so, without hesitation, we gladly give you what is yours. Bless these tithes and offerings, Father. We love you, Lord. Amen.
We have a special treat this morning. The men's Bible class is going to share something with us, as well as the women in the choir. They'll come on this thing. While you're coming down, I want to add one more name to this. Apparently, it's Miss Nellie Stewart is having surgery Tuesday morning, so remember her in prayer. Miss Nellie Stewart.
wasn't going to say that tomorrow's my birthday, but I wasn't going to tell you all that. Last year, Homer made us sing. And we don't need to sing. Trust me. I'm just happy to be alive for another year. I don't need to count how many there are. But because it's my birthday, I start taking stock of who I am, where I am, what I'm doing. Is it what I'm supposed to be doing? Is it where I'm supposed to be? Is this what God wants me to do? And y'all probably do the same thing at your birthday or New Year's. You make New Year's resolutions? Anybody? I heard one person said that he decided to make a New Year's resolution this year that he was going to break his New Year's resolution. That way he knew for sure that he was going to keep it. I found some more online, people that are trying to do the right thing. So we tell ourselves we're going to go to the gym. Every year we're going to go to the gym. We're going to eat healthier this year. We're going to give up our bad habits, whatever they might be. We're going to show more love to our family this year. I need to separate young. I'm going to go to worship more often than I've been. Did we make that resolution last year? I found some people online that made some resolutions. I want you to tell me if any of these sound like you. First one, I'm going to get in shape this year. Round is not in shape. There was a man who resisted efforts to get him to join a running club at 5:30 in the morning. I think Joey's a part of that club, aren't you? 5:30 in the morning running so you get out there before the heat. Well, finally the doctor said to him, you have to do something. You have to lose some weight. You have to exercise. And he said, reluctantly, he started getting up at 5:30 in the morning with Wayne and jogging on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. After a month of running, his friends thought, well, maybe he's finally getting it. He met them on a Monday morning at 5:30 in the morning. And they said, are you really getting it? Do you really enjoy this? He said, I'm really beginning to get this idea of this runner's euphoria, I'm talking about. And they said, well, tell us what that's like for you. What's it like to have runner's euphoria? And he said, well, at 5:30 in the morning on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I hit the snooze button. So that's the first resolution, getting in shape. The second one, starting that diet. I started a diet last year in January. Every day we started a diet. A woman named Kimberly announced that she had started a diet to lose some pounds that she put on recently. Her friend Katina said, that's great. I'm ready to start a diet too. Why don't we be dieting buddies and help each other out? Katina went on to say, when I feel the urge to eat a burger and fries, I'm going to call you first. Kimberly said, great, I'll ride with you. A third resolution, giving up bad habits, quitting smoking. I'm not picking anybody who smokes. This is not a discussion about you. It's just a resolution people make at the beginning of the year. A woman discussed with her daughter the peer pressure and said to her 12-year-old daughter, I've struggled for years to quit smoking. You should never start. And the daughter said, well, how did you start? And the daughter said, well, I was trying to be cool. And so at 12 years old, my friends were starting to smoke, so I started to smoke. And then she began to talk about all the things that her friends had pressured her into doing. Her daughter stopped in mid-lecture and said, Mom, I'm just going to tell them my mom smoked. How cool could that be? I'm thinking about that for a minute. If your mom does it and you're 12, it's obviously not cool. We make resolutions every year, and we intend to keep them, but we don't. People who study human behavior tell us that it takes 6 weeks of doing something regularly to get it, to make it become part of our normal habit now. So you need 6 weeks to practice your resolution. So I'm going to give you some resolutions today that come from Paul in Ephesians, and I'd like you to practice them for the next 6 weeks and see if things are better for you. I'm not going to say they're going to be perfect. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to promise you that everything's going to go away and everything's going to be wonderful. I am going to say that after 6 weeks, you're going to find that things are different for you. So let's look at this list that Paul has for us, beginning in chapter 4, with the 25th verse of Ephesians. I want you to spend the next 6 weeks trying these things. So then, putting away falsehood, let all of us speak the truth to our neighbors, for we are members of one another. God has some neighbors that like to speak the truth. You know what I mean by that? You don't cut your grass. If you don't, I'm calling code enforcement on you. You have a neighbor like that? I don't, because some of my neighbors cut my grass for me sometimes. We have other neighbors that will never tell us anything. Those are the ones that we describe as the quiet neighbors. Oh, they're always quiet, kept to themselves. Those are the scary ones. What we need are neighbors who will speak to us the truth in love. And there's a big difference between speaking the truth and speaking the truth in love. You never cut your grass. I noticed your grass wasn't cut. Is there anything I can do to help? You the difference? I hope you did it. There's a way to approach people, to talk to them, to encourage them. You may find out that their mother is sick in the hospital and hasn't been able to get home to take care of the yard until late at night, and they don't want to disturb you and keep you up at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. There may be a reason why they're not doing the things you think they should be doing. So let's make a resolution about that. Let's make a resolution that we will speak the truth to each other in love. It's harder to do than you think. I'm trying to think about that for a moment and try to really think about how you can speak next time with somebody you love. The next resolution is anger. I did a wedding a couple of years ago, and they had a little jar, and they asked us to write down something on the jar and stick it, something in a paper, stick it in the jar. And it became the joke for everybody to write the same thing down. The joke was, don't go to bed angry. And after about the 20th time of pulling out and seeing the same thing, they got the joke. The problem was, it's not really a joke. Paul says it here in Ephesians. He says these words to us that we need to hear. In the next verse, in verse 26. I want you to listen along as we go to that verse. Be angry, but do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger, and do not make room for the devil. Y'all know it's okay to be mad? Did y'all know that Paul says it's okay to be mad? Jesus got mad. He went into the temple, and they were exchanging money and charging an exorbitant fee, and he got mad. They flipped the tables over and kicked them out. It's okay to be mad, but you still need to do it in love. And you don't need to let your anger last all day and all night and into the next day. It says here, don't let the sun go down in your anger. In Jewish thought, the day ended at sundown, not at midnight like we do, at sundown. And so if you let the sun go down on your anger, that meant that you're carrying it over to the next day. Then you're sinning. Because you have a broken relationship. And it lasted longer than one day. That's where the sin comes in. You have a broken relationship. You have a brokenness that you don't try to fix. You're supposed to fix it before you go to sleep at night. Anybody ever had that problem? Get mad at your spouse, get mad at your children, and you go to bed angry? How well do you sleep that night? Do you sleep that night? That's where the devil comes in. Because you allow the devil to come in and cause you to have more risk. And what happens when you have an anger about somebody that you let linger for longer than a few hours is that you then begin to recall everything they ever did to you. I talk about this in counseling when I talk about with married couples. Don't bring up the past. Don't remind your spouse all the things they've ever done wrong. Because if you start listing all the things they've done wrong, they're going to start listing all the things that you've done wrong. That list can get very long. You can have a very long fight. And that's not what we're supposed to have. You can be angry, but don't let the sun go down in your anger. Don't let yourself go to bed angry. Figure out a way to bring peace into that relationship. Are you angry with your children? Are you angry with your spouse? Are you angry with your in-laws? I'm not going to address that on the double. Sometimes our in-laws get under the skin. But remember, they're protecting their child. They love their child. Usually. Sometimes they love their in-law, their new in-law better than they love their own child, but when you keep that anger built up inside of you, it destroys not the person that you're mad at, but yourself. So it's okay to be angry, but figure out a way to fix it before the sun goes down. Figure out a way to fix it before you go to bed at night. Resolve it. You don't have everything resolved, but remember, you need to go to bed at peace with your neighbor, with your spouse, with your children. with the parents instead of angry. Our next resolution depends upon your perspective. Many of us are going to say this doesn't count towards us. We don't qualify. We don't follow the definition of thief. We don't steal. I'm going to give a long, drawn-out explanation about this in 6, but hopefully it won't be too long. How many of you are raised with good intelligence? Don't raise your hand. Think about it. Where did you get that intelligence? God. So it was a gift from God. Now, did you use your intelligence to get your job? Did you use your intelligence to make enough money to buy your house, to buy your car, to send your kids to college, maybe for you to go to college? All that was a gift from God. Are you then using your gift for the glory of God or for yourself? Who's stealing now? If it's a gift from God given to you freely so that you can benefit others and you're keeping it to yourself, who's stealing? Hear these words in verse 28. Thieves must give up stealing. Rather, let them labor and work honestly with their own hands so as to have something to share with the needy. There's the story of the rich young ruler. You remember that story? They had these barns. They were so full he couldn't put anything else in them. So he told his laborers, tear down the barn to build new ones. We're going to put more stuff in. That very night, his life was called by the Lord. What did the Lord want us to do? Go back and read the story of Ruth and Naomi. 4 widows struggling. What do? They go to the field and they glean in the field. There's a lesson in that for us, in that they work for the food they get. But the farmer doesn't go all the way to the edge of the field. They leave the edge of the field for the poor and the widows and the orphans to come and to get their own food. They have to work for it. They don't get it given to them for free. They don't go to the edge of the field and take all the crops away. Leave something for them to come get. I think we've lost something in our society. I think welfare has in some ways destroyed our society. Now we just give it away. Let them work a little bit for us. If they can't work, then we give them and help them. But they can't work. They should have to earn it a little bit. They should not thieve. They should not steal. But neither should we. It's a gift from God to us. We're then to clear ourselves away. The next resolution in verse 29 says this: let no evil talk come out of your mouth, but only what is useful for building up if there is need, so that your words may give grace to those who hear. When I led youth groups years ago, I remember having a conversation with youth about this, and they didn't think I understood what was going on. They said, we're just picking on each other, we're just picking. And we recognize when we go too far, we stop. But how do you know what's going on in somebody's soul when you start picking? We're just having fun. We don't really mean it. Well, maybe you don't mean it, but how are they taking what you say? How much does it hurt them when you speak to those things? I know. I tell my kids all the time, be sweet. And sometimes they don't, as they're beating each other up. Be sweet. I didn't hit him as hard as I could have. Isn't that sweet? That's not what I meant at all. I know it. Be sweet. It's such an easy thing to think. Just be sweet. Or maybe you need to go back to the golden rule. And it's not whoever has the most golden rules. That's the rule some people live by. The golden rule says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
How would you feel if somebody constantly picked on you, if somebody constantly gave negative talk to you, if somebody always said to you, "Which spirit?" But it says right here in the Bible, let no evil words come out of your mouth. If it's not done for building up, then what is it for? Tearing down. You need to build up, not tear down. There's a song by Casting Crowns, some of you may have heard. It begins with this line. We have strayed so far away. We cut down people in your name, but the sword was never ours to swing. We don't have the right to insult other people. We don't have the right to tease other people. We don't have the right to pick. If somebody were to say to your child, I'm not playing with you because you're ugly. As a mama, as a daddy, what's the first thought you have? You want to go punch her in the face. Don't talk to my child like that. Well, I got news for you. We all have a parent who loves us and cares for us in God, who wants us to be sweet to each other, to say nice things, to do nice things, to be nice to each other. Because when we're not, this next verse reminds us that we grieve the Holy Spirit with which you were sealed. We're marked with a seal for the day of redemption. If you're a follower of Christ, there's a mark on you. You can't see it, but it's there. And you can see it in the way people act. And by the way, saying bless your heart again in this insult does not take it away. Very stupid, bless your heart. No. Be sweet. Lift each other up. Care for one another. If you want to see things get better, don't work it out. Don't talk about each other. And don't talk ugly to each other. Paul says, put away from you all bitterness and wrath and anger and right together with all malice. It says it right there on this screen. Put away slander. Put away anger. Put away wrangling. Put away wrath and bitterness and malice. Put it away. Get rid of it. When I got here in 2013, I was handed a copy of the directory from Beth Pakistan. And she said, hold on a minute. And she opened it up. And she started scratching out people. And I thought she was scratching out those that died. She started scratching out some young couples. What? Is it bad? She said, no. Well, it is bad, but they got divorced. And several couples got divorced. From 2009, when that directory was put together, until 2013. Now, I say that not to pick on people who got divorced. It's a horrible thing to watch people go through divorce. I watched, as a 38-year-old, my parents got divorced. That was one of the most painful things I had ever watched. But don't let the divorce become the great divide that keeps you from loving each other still. You don't have to like each other. You don't have to be married. You have to care for one another, especially if you have children in the mix. Figure out a way to put away that anger, that wrath, that malice, that bitterness. Find a way to still care for each other, even if you're not together. And what did Paul say? Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another as God is kind. It's summed up for you in words. You've already heard me say. How hard is that? It's very hard. It sounds simple. Just be sweet all the time. But it's not easy. Paul has to give us this list to remind us how we're supposed to be. Be sweet. Be kind. He finishes the thought. He goes into chapter 5, which I realize is strange to think that it goes into chapter 5. I taught this to my Bible, and I'll teach y'all the same. For people who put together the Bible the way we have it now with the chapters and the verses. And they divided it differently. One person put it in chapters. The next person put it in verses. They were not together. They didn't talk to each other. It was over 100 years apart. And so that's why we have chapters and verses that end in strange places sometimes. You'll feel a thought didn't get finished. It didn't. Because when these were originally written, they were letters. They didn't have chapters and verses. They had thoughts. So we finish now with chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. Therefore, be imitators of God as beloved children. You are beloved by God. God cares deeply for you. But here's the thing you need to remember. God also cares deeply for the person next to you, the person across the room from you right now, the person all over the world. God loves all of us. Everyone. And this is the final thought that Paul has for us. Live in love as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us, a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. It's a tough list to live by, isn't it? These resolutions that Paul wants us to live by. These rules of life. But you already have the answer on how to do it. What did your mama say growing up? If you can't say anything nice, I want to challenge you not only to don't say anything at all, but think about something positive about that person, something loving about that person, something remind them of them. I believe that God loves. But you know what? God does. And sometimes it's hard to believe God loves this person right here. Sure. You have to still love you. Keep that in mind. No matter who you are, no matter what you've done, God still loves you. And loves you. That will never change. As we sing the closing hymn, I invite you to come to the altar. I invite you to figure out for yourself how to be sweet, how to be loving and kind all the time. How to love as Christ loved us. If there's somebody you need to talk to, I want to pray about it. Figure out how you can be sweet all the time.
Our closing hymn is Change My Heart, O God, and it will be on your screen. Change my heart, O God, make it ever true. Change my heart, O God, may I be like you. You are the potter, I am the clay. Mold me and make me, this is what I pray. Change my heart, O God, make it ever true. Change my heart, O God, may I be like you. O God, make it ever true. Change my heart, O God, may I be like you.
I'll leave you with this thought.
this week.